All right, Shalom. We the brothers of Great Millstone in Church in Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, before we begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua.
Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And I also want to say Shalom to the sincere brethren out there that's laboring in his work throughout the landscape of America, also known as Babylon the Great, throughout the world, near and far, pushing out this word. So yeah, we want to go into a quick live stream dealing with the state of America, basically, all right, and the pride, all right, that is exhibiting really in the form of Donald Trump, all right, because Donald Trump is the figurehead. And matter of fact, get that in Sirach, 10th chapter. Yep. Sirach 10th chapter started the second verse, because by Trump being proud, this actually spills over to the people, all right? And matter of fact, before you get that, get Proverbs 16 and 18. Because one thing about pride is the precursor to destruction, man, all right? You see it all the time. If it ain't nothing but something small as the guy being proud at his graduation and trip up. You know what I mean? Just that proud moment that leads to just that fall, man. So get that real quick in Proverbs.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Right, so that's the sequence of events. That's how everything take place. Before you fall, it's always pride. You notice, like, whether it's in sports, somebody get cocky, they feel like they got everything figured out, then they get knocked out. Next thing you know, they sprawled out in the ring, you know? And it all comes from pride. But again, right now what you're witnessing on the planet Earth with this Donald Trump character, all right, he's the figurehead of America. So his pride, you know, it supersedes everybody else, man. But that actually trickles down to the average American. So when the Lord is not just going to take Donald Trump down, all right? He's going to take Donald Trump and his people down. So go ahead out, Sirach
10 and 2. Mm-hmm. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Right, so the manner of the ruler of the city, all them that dwell in the city, they're in the same, they're in harmony, man, all right? And these so-called white people, you see the horns coming out of these devils, man.
Right.
Because they didn't cringe when Trump came out with the slogan or the rallying cry, "Make America Great Again." They rallied behind that shit, man. Because he was thinking, he was vicariously, they was living through him vicariously, man. He was thinking for them, all right? Matter of fact, stand in that, jump down to the 7th verse, and read down.
This is Sirach 10 and 7. Pride is hateful before the Most High and man.
See, pride is hateful before the Most High and man, right? So, what you see with all these world leaders, they putting their differences to the side to focus on taking America out. You got North Korea and South Korea starting to smooth iron out their differences, man. Kim Jong-un came out and said, "Oh, weaponry is pointed at America, man." That was a surprise to everybody, because they just knew that he had those, because he got not only nuclear bombs, he got atomic bombs as well. All right, and all kind of different weaponry. But a lot of people were surprised, all right, a lot of these experts in war, all right, they were surprised to find out that a lot of the weaponry went pointed towards South Korea.
Right.
Everything was pointed toward America. So these different countries, they ironing out their differences and aiming all their frustration and their attention toward America. Why? Because of pride. Read that again, huh?
Says this is Sirach 10 and 7. Pride is hateful before the Most High and man.
See, pride is hateful before the Most High and man. Read.
And by both doth one commit iniquity.
And by both do one commit iniquity, man. This place was set up on pride, and that's why you have iniquity here, man. That's why you got transgenders and gays, laws and legislation set up to protect faggots, you know, set women up over men, and so on and so forth. You got something you want to say?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 2, and verse 11. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of man shall be bowed down.
Yeah.
And the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua alone, shall be exalted in that day.
Yeah, that's right. And they're talking about Esau because Esau, that's who going to be in rulership when Yahweh shall come back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it really goes deeper than Esau because all you people out there that subscribe to this system and you believe in this system, then by default you proud. All right? Matter of fact, somebody gets 2nd Ezra 8 and 50.
A little bit more.
Yep, all right, finish up, go ahead.
Okay. Isaiah 2 and 12. For the day of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of hosts, shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of somebody being set up to be brought low. See, that's why the Lord compared Esau as an eagle, man. An eagle fly higher than any bird. Yep. Real quick, let him bring this out there and get that.
This is 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world.
Right, which is now. And who ruled in the latter times in the world? Esau, the so-called white man. Go ahead.
Because they have walked in great pride.
Because they have walked in great pride. So that's the catalyst of you falling.
That's right.
That's the reason why you falling, because of your pride. All right? Go ahead, out. What you got?
It's Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Yep, the pride of thine heart had deceived thee. Who that's talking about? It's talking about Esau, man. And we just, we were just, before we turned the camera on, we was having a chuckle about Trump, calling these countries shithole countries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He talk all type of shit, man. He's a proud guy, man. But this is a method, it's a strategy to that. The Most High set this guy up because this the proudest guy. You know, so the Lord can bring him down. All right? Go ahead.
Though thou dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Yeah, and we know that's how Esau think, down to the just the regular Joe Six-Pack who you work with. We actually didn't test that theory, man. You ask one of these devils what they feel about North Korea or what they feel about America's enemies, and they said the enemies have no shot at America. We have the strongest military. So that's what that scripture saying. Them devils really believe in their heart they will not be moved, man.
Right.
They think they're gonna just rule forever, man. Go ahead, up.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
See, as the eagle, man. And we know that no bird usurp the height of an eagle, man. And the eagle that's a very proud animal, man. A very dirty animal, man. Who from on high attack the prey that's on the ground.
Right.
That's how Esau do, man. Go ahead.
and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Right, and they set their nest amongst the stars going into these space programs, man. All right, up in the heavens. Where they got that set up to fight against Yahweh Shai when he returned. That's pride, man. Here it is. They know that that's the Lord, and they're going to fight. They trying to, you know what I mean, upset the prophets. Just upsetting the prophecies alone is pride, man.
Right.
And knowing that you got the Lord's people in your captivity and won't let them go. Man, Esau is some proud motherfuckers, man. That's why we know they're going to be destroyed. All right? Go ahead.
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's when the Lord going to bring you down. All right? So, yeah, go ahead.
This is on Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Read it again.
This is on Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor. All right, starting with the wicked elites, man. All right, the top tier of Esau Edom. All right, the pride-based man that he is, man. How can you be a base man? All right, the lords of the Lord's man, and then have arrogancy like you have, man.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Doc.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. What's that? This New World Order, man. All right? Ruling, one world government ruling the world. All right? Trying to be the Most High, man. Setting themselves up as the Most High, man. All right? Go ahead,
No, you got it.
Appreciate it.
Isaiah 14.
Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 14 and Isaiah 14:16. Is it?
Go.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, "Is this the man to make the?" Hold on, Salaki. This
Hey, real quick, right?
14.
Real quick. He states that the scripture says gonna narrowly look upon them, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that means you're gonna really be paying. You're gonna break them down.
Be paying some
You're gonna be
attention.
scrutinizing. You know what I mean? When you look at a lens, when you break the focus down,
Mhm.
the wider the lens, you ain't. But when you straighten that lens, you found something that you're focusing on.
God.
So that's what you see happening now. We narrowly looking upon this devil, man. All right. Go ahead up.
Yeah, Salaki start at 13. There
Yeah, read it.
For thou hast said in thine heart,
God.
I will ascend to heaven.
God.
I will exalt my throne above the
Matter of
stars.
fact, jump up. Go ahead and just jump to the start at the second. Start at the second verse.
This Isaiah 14:2.
God.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handsmen, handmaids.
Right, and that's the fate of you devils, because really
Right.
the reason why you devils put a lot of time, money, and resources into hiding who you are, first of all, and who we are, is because you running from your judgment, man.
Right.
You don't want to go into captivity, man.
That's right.
All right? But the Lord said we're going to possess you as servants and handmaids, man. Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Right, and who can Esau point to and like who can them gutter rats point to and align themselves up with that scripture, man? That don't apply to you. That applies to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And whose captives we were? It was Esau, man.
Right.
You responsible for bringing us over to the Americas and those ships, man, and making us serve hardcore bondage. All right, read up.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Yep.
And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Right, and that the Lord is going to relieve us of all that. All right, go ahead.
That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath the oppressor seized? The golden city ceased?
Right. How has the oppressor ceased? How has the golden city ceased? Or in other words, how has this pride devil fallen, man? All right. Go ahead.
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked,
Yeah, and the staff is the rulership. Go ahead.
and the scepter of the rulers.
Yep. Go ahead.
He who smote the people with the wrath Salakia, who hath smote the people in the wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
Right, and that's what you see happening, man. Right now, this devil being persecuted, man. Starting with the mouthpiece of the Lord, which is the prophets. We bringing out all the news on him, man. We putting the mirror up in his face, let him know he the fucking devil, man. And he can't hinder us, man. He can't stop, he can't shut the internet down, he can't do nothing to stop this. This the prophecies, man. All right, go ahead, up.
The whole earth is at rest and is quiet.
Yep,
Thy break forth unto singing.
yeah.
Verse 8, their fear trees rejoice thee,
Yeah, the fir trees rejoice. Go ahead.
and the cedars of Lebanon saying, Since thou art laid down, no feather is come up against thee.
Right, so you've been laid down. You've been brought low. All right? Go ahead.
Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Right, that means a lower state is waiting on you devils, man. Right now you're in a heavenly place, which is in rulership. But your destination, is a reserved seat waiting on you in hell, man. And that's not talking about with some guy with a neatly shaved goatee, man, and some spandex suit. All right? It's shot at Christmas bug house, man. Who's shaving the Satan? Yeah, go ahead,
It stirred up the dead from thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones of the kings of the nations.
Mm-hmm.
All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Right. Have you fallen off and become on the same level as the other nations? And this taking place now, man. All right? Because what the Lord have done, he has made it a level playing field, man. All right? Esau is the only one with the technology to nuke the nations now, man. It's the old saying, no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Go ahead.
Art thou become like unto us?
Mm-hmm.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave,
That's that pride, man. All right? Go ahead.
and the noise of thy boils, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Mm-hmm.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which thou didst weaken the nations?
Right, because they are responsible for all the nations being in the condition they're in this very day, man. All right, but the point in that is how is your pump brought low? Because pride only brings about destruction. Before a fall is pride. All right. Matter of fact, hold that and get Daniel the 3rd chapter. You got some out? Somebody else got some?
I got some. Get it Daniel first.
Yeah. Oh, somebody you get Daniel and you just get what you got.
All right, this is Revelation
Daniel.
18:7. How much she have glorified herself
Yeah.
and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her.
Yeah, see, that's the trade-off. The Lord about balance. You can't just bask in your glory, without expecting to be humble. That's why the flip side, that's why the elect, that's why, you catch hell, and the scripture tells you how no suffering for the present time is, you enjoy it. But we thank the Most High, how about Shemal Shah, that we on this end of the spectrum now. So we could be raised up. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord turn the tables, we gonna be raised up, and those who was in the high place gonna be brought low. Go ahead,
For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
That's pride right there, man. That's why Yahweh Shemiah Shah said you're gonna be brought low. Because you say in your heart, like even that's a pride motherfucker who don't, they might tell you something, but in their mind they feel like I'm good. That's pride, man. That's the depths of Esau's pride. All right, go ahead up.
It's the book of Psalms 94 and verse 2. Lift up thyself, thy judge of the earth, render a reward to the proud.
Yeah, render a reward to the proud. And what's the reward to the proud? To be humble. You got some others?
Oh, that was it.
All right, somebody now give me that Daniel the 3rd chapter and start at the top.
It's the book of Daniel.
Because when you go into this going into a Belshazzar and his feast, right? Mm-hmm. And this feast happened on the very night that the Lord took Babylon down. So now we're in modern Babylon, but we're gonna show you the similarities, man. And pride is one of the similarities that happened before he fell. Go ahead, up.
Okay. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 3 and verse 1. What is his name one more time? Nebuchadnezzar, Salakim, the king made an image of gold whose height was 60 cubits.
Where you at? You in Daniel the 3rd chapter? Mm-hmm. Go to Daniel the 5th chapter.
Okay. Yeah, Belshazzar.
Belshazzar,
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 5 and verse 1. Belshazzar, the king, made a great feast to 1,000 of his lords, and drank wine before the 1,000. Belshazzar wells his taste the wine. commended to bring
while he tasted wine.
Salakim, yeah. Belshazzar, the book of Daniel 5 and verse 2 again. Belshazzar, whilst he tasted the wine, commended to bring the golden and silver vessels which his father Nebuchadnezzar had taken out the temple which was in Jerusalem.
Right, so they was drinking wine, right? He said, look, he commanded for his servants to bring out the vessels that Nebuchadnezzar took from Jerusalem. All right, keep reading.
Okay. Verse 2 again. Belshazzar wells his taste of wines
While he tasted.
while he tasted the wine, commended to bring the golden and silver vessels which his father Nebuchadnezzar had taken out the temple which was in Jerusalem, that the king and the princes, his wives and his concubine might drink therein. Then they brought the golden vessels that were taken out the temple of the house of the Most High, which was at Jerusalem, and the king and his princes and wives and his concubine drank in there.
Right, so they drunk out of the vessels that his father stole from the house of the Lord, man. All right, that's pride. But he's going to show you how pride it is, how prideful it was. Keep reading.
Verse 4, they drank wine and praised the gods of gold.
See, that's adding insult to injury. They drunk the wine out of the vessels, and then they praised other gods. Go ahead.
And of silver, of brass, of iron, of wood, and of stone. In the same hour came forth fingers of the man's hand and wrote over again the candlesticks upon the pleisters of the wall of the king's palace. And the king saw the part of the hand that wrote. Then the king's countenance was changed.
Right, so that pride went, that was, first he was proud as hell. But then the Lord sent a hand, started writing on the wall, man. All right, go ahead.
And his thoughts troubled him.
And his thoughts troubled him. Now, it's a lot of meat, but jump down to like the 20th verse, I believe.
Okay. This is Daniel 5 and 20. But when his heart was lifted up and his mind hardened in pride, he was disposed from his kindly throne, and they took his glory from him.
Right, so to set the stage, Daniel came in because they needed somebody to interpret what was going on with that writing on the wall. So Daniel came in going clean in. He went to talk about Nebuchadnezzar, how Nebuchadnezzar was changed to a beast because he got proud. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 21, and he was driven from the sons of men, and his heart was made like the beast. And his dwelling was with the wild asses. They fed him with grass like oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till he knew that the most high power ruled in the kingdom of men, and that he appointed over whomsoever he will. And though his son, O Belshazzar, has not humbled thine heart.
See, you have now humbled your heart. All right? Now keep in mind, all this was going on this very same night. The Lord took the kingdom from their ass, man. But what happened first? Pride. Go ahead.
Though thou knowest all this. Verse 23, but thou lift up thyself against the Lord of heaven, and they have brought the vessels of his house before thee, and thou and thy lords and thy wives and thy concubines have drunk wine in them, and thou have praised the gods of silver and gold, of brass, iron, wood, and stone, which seeth not, nor hear, nor know, and the power in whose hand thy breath is, and whose are all thy ways has not that Salakia, and whose are all thy ways hast thou not glorified.
Right, and that's how America is. America don't glorify the Lord, the true power of heavens and earth, man. They let you worship whatever form of worship you want. You could be a Muslim, Baptist church, 5%er, 7-day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness, whatever the fuck you want, man. But you can't serve the true power. How about Shem Yahushua? Go ahead up.
Verse 24. Then was the part of the hand sent from him, and this writing was written, and this is the writing that was written. Mene, Tiku, Upharsin. This is the interpretation of the thing. Mene, God have numbered thy kingdom and finished it.
Dealing with America, man. Even though we know that happened already, the Lord have numbered the days of America as well, man. Why? Because of pride. All right, go ahead.
God. This is the interpretation of the thing. Mene, God has numbered thy kingdom and finished it. Tiku, thou art weighted in the balances, and thou art found waiting.
Right, wanting, because we know that America, when you examine America, when you weigh it, you know that it mount up to wicked. So, you know, you can't tell me nothing else. Like if I put something on the scale, I don't want to hear what you got to say.
That's right.
What you weigh up to, what you weigh up to. Go ahead.
Perez, verse 28. Perez, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians.
Now, the reason why we know that talking about America, because, matter of fact, get it real quick. Get Matthew 12 and 24 real quick. Scriptures say, Perez, your kingdom is divided and given to the Persians and the Medes. Go ahead, up.
In Matthew chapter 12, you said 24.
Yeah.
We're talking about Satan against Satan. Matthew 12, 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself.
See?
How shall then his kingdom stand?
Matter of fact,
Every kingdom divided 25.
yeah,
Okay,
24,
This Matthew 12, 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
See, and desolation is the missiles, man. All right? Go ahead.
And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
That's right.
And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?
Right, so how should his kingdom stand? So that's how we know when you go into Daniel, the 5th chapter, it's a precursor to America, man. But when you read that story and you jump to the top, before the Medo-Persian Empire took them down, they committed an act of pride. And Daniel said you lifted up your hearts before the Most High, man. And that was the catalyst to them falling that night, man. And that's the same with America, man. The reason why we know America gonna fall because of the great pride that's shown on here, man. All right, we got something else up?
I'm gonna pull out that Malachi. Let's see.
And go back to
Isaiah 14.
Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 10. And where we finished off on that?
No, it was some more.
Yeah. I forget what verse we finished off.
7.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm this on Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom said we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, every kingdom, okay, from the Romans, the Greeks, right? They believed that their kingdom wasn't gonna fall, man. All right, every ancient kingdom that's been in the ruler's seat, all right, believed that their kingdom wasn't gonna fall. The same way America believed. All right, that's the pride of every last one of those kingdoms. But what happened to all those kingdoms, man? They failed. Same thing that's gonna happen to America. Read it again up.
It says, whereas Edom said we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
That's right. I mean, I did a video a while back on that. You know what I'm saying, Lord willing. I can remember. I think it was in Chicago. All right, they were showing it was a time lapse camera, and it was showing the structure of a building. All right, being built from the ground up. All right, and that was just symbolic of Esau. All right, just building this country up regardless of what tragedy hit Esau, they feel that as if they gonna build again, they gonna come back, they gonna go on forever. All right, and the scriptures say that. All right, the inward thoughts. All right, they say that that their kingdom gonna last forever. Get that. But real quick, get that out.
This Psalms 49. Psalm 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name.
That's right. So that's what Esau thinks, man. Strictly in his kingdom right now. So read that Malachi again.
That is Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
All right. So if the Lord got indignation for you forever, all right, which is what, righteous anger. All right, you can build all you want, but this time Esau, just like 9/11, what they did after 9/11, came right back and built. All right, but this time right here, all right, this the end all be all for this kingdom. It ain't gonna be no coming back post-apocalyptic bullshit and building after this. No, the scripture said it shall leave no root or
I was just thinking about that.
gun.
I appreciate that. This is on Jeremiah 49:13. For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Bosra shall become a desolation.
See that? The Lord said, I have sworn by myself, man. All right, I have sworn by my name, man. All right? That what again up? That Bosra will what?
That Bosra shall become a desolation.
All right, Bosra is what? Symbolic for America right now, man. It shall become a desolation, man, pursuant to the book of Revelation 18. All right? It's going to be a wilderness, man. It's going to be a desert. All right? Pursuant to the book of, what's that? Isaiah 34.
The desert.
Gun.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead up.
It said a reproach, a waste, and a curse.
See, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. Go ahead.
And all of the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste.
That's right. So this whole America is going to be a vast desert, man. It's going to be a wasteland, thus saith the Bible, right? All right, but Esau, Edom's feel, right, that they're going to continue forever, man. They're going to, regardless of what happened, they're going to rebuild, man. They're going to go on forever. All right, that's the pride of Esau, man. Yeah. All right, that's the pride of all pride, man. All right, you think that you're going to outdo Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man, regardless of what the scriptures say. All right, I got a quick precept. This is the book of Psalms, all right, 140 and verse 5. Matter of fact, it's a lot. This is Go ahead.
We gonna start it off.
10.
All right, this Job 38:10. And break up for it my decreed place, and set bars and doors, and said, hitherto shalt thou come, but no further, and here shall thy proud ways be stayed.
Right, they're dealing with Esau, man. The Lord said, here and no further, your proud ways be stayed. All right? Meaning, the Lord set a certain time for these devils to rule, and that's it. All right? And that proud waves can't go no further, man. That was it, man. Yeah,
that was
go ahead, what you got here.
All right, this is Rock 10 and 7 again. This pride is hateful before the Most High man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
Yeah, read that one more time.
Because of unrighteous dealings.
Unrighteous dealings. Well, how you get the Americas, man? By slaughtering the Native American Indians, man. All right? 1920, you signed the Indian Removal Act with that devil Andrew Jackson. And you sent women, children, elderly, all right, natives on that long walk, that trail of tears in the dead of winter, man. All right? That's unrighteous dealings. The way you hung and castrated so-called Negroes and beat their backs with whips, hung them on trees. You pop little boys. You rip pregnant women open and smash their babies against the stones, man. And even to this very day, you are guilty of unrighteous dealings, man. Go ahead.
Injuries,
and that goes along with it. All right, go ahead.
and riches got by deceit.
And riches got by deceit because all the gold that you confiscated, you gave the people FRNs, funny money, fiat currency, man, Federal Reserve notes. And to add injury to insult, it got the devil face on it. It got so-called white people face on it. To remind you, you know what I mean? Man, you devils, man, you got a lot to fucking pay for, man.
Right.
All right? Go ahead, up.
Said, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
That's why we know for a surety that the kingdom gonna be translated, man. Because Yahweh said his eyes are too pure to behold the wicked, man.
God.
Lord not gonna continue to let Esau rule and run the earth and the ground, man.
God.
You got fish, it's whales and shit committing suicide. Fish jumping up out the water, man. Because they feel they'd rather die than just keep sucking up all that shit that, you know. And here at Esau, the so-called white man, they'll say, yeah, mankind has destroyed the earth. No, you destroyed the goddamn earth, man. You the ones with the keys, man. You the ones who running the earth right now. As a matter of fact, get Isaiah 24:5 real quick. The earth is watched. The earth is undone under the watch of Esau. Go ahead, up.
24:5. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, and verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Yeah, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants of the planet thereof. Who that is? So-called white man, pursuing the Job 9:24, man.
That's right.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. When you read Genesis, the 27th chapter, when he going to Esau his blessing, he said he's going to receive the fatness of the earth, man, the dew of heaven. And what did this devil do with it? He turned it into military means. Like this devil got the technology to manipulate the weather, but he turned it into a military advantage. Show how sick these devils is, man.
Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Right. Yeah, and the brother put up that spirit. The brother put up the precept, Genesis 27. And by thy sword, the brother two witnesses. It said, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off of thy neck. Yeah, and that sword, that proved that everything Esau get, they turn it into weaponry, man. Here it is. They got the technology to manipulate, to manipulate the weather, right? And moderate the weather, but they use it as a military mean, man. So that's the sword. See? So go back to what you got up.
This start at 8 again. This Sirach 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Why is earth and ashes proud?
Right. Why is earth and ashes proud? All right. Go ahead.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
Right, and that's Esau. Because what did he covet? He coveted our nationality. He coveted our land. He coveted our women. Even right now, when you just look across the board, he covered our style. He covered all the nation's shit, man. He covered their land, covered their resources. This man associated himself with everybody, not just Israel. This man, when you watch the movies, he say he said he was Pharaoh to Egyptians. You know what I mean? Every nationality out there, man, Esau coveted. There's nothing more hateful than a covetous man. All right, go ahead.
So I got precept. This is on Psalms 10:3. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorred. Abhor.
See that? He blesses the covenant. That's what he do. Because when you look at, like, just say on a low level, like a rap nigga spit nothing but covetousness. I want your bitch. I want your spot. I want your block. You know what I'm saying? And Esau celebrate that. Esau make that the thing to be. Which the Lord hate coveted. That's a law. That's one of the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not covet, man. Go ahead.
The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High.
Yep.
The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
Yeah, he don't think about the Most High, meaning in these scriptures. Like, he don't, when he go to make war, peace, anything, build a building, whatever he make a move, it ain't centered, it ain't filtered through the scriptures.
Right, he don't consider them.
He don't consider the Most High, man. He build it around his own legislation, man. Matter of fact, what you in Psalms,
Yes, son.
get 50 and 16. Since you in Psalms, 50 and 16. Just to bag that up.
This Psalms chapter.
Man, we can't wait till the Most High give us. We gonna put you damn devils, man. We gonna do major damage on Esau, man.
Right.
See, because the reason why people don't got that desire to get their hand on Esau, because they don't know the Lord ain't open them up to Esau and his wickedness, man. Go ahead, up.
It's on Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and casteth my words behind thee.
Yeah.
When thou sawest a
That's what they did. They got the same word we got.
Right.
But they casted it behind them. Go ahead.
When thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him.
Yeah, you consented with him.
Yes.
Yeah, you saw a thief and you said, "Oh shit, cool." All right, go ahead.
And have been partaker with adulterers.
And partakers with adulterers. All right, you don't side with what the scriptures say. You side with what adulterers do, man. All right, with spiritually fornicating. All right, you follow gods of wood and stone. So go back to where you at.
It's on Sirach 10 and 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such an one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth he casteth away his bowels.
Yeah. So that's it. Go back to where you at. You was it on this, right?
Yeah, that was it.
All right. Get Job 18 chapter. The 21st verse.
In Job 18 and 21. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High.
Yeah, matter of fact, jump to 20.
20, all right. This is on Job 18 and 20. They that come after him shall be astonished. Say it again.
Matter of fact, you know what? We could jump up in this. What was over here? Start at the 5th verse.
All right, it's Job 18 and 5. Yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out.
Yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out. All right? Which, the light of the wicked is talking about Illuminati for real, man. Because the wicked is Esau as a whole. But who is the light of the wicked? The light bearers, the Illuminati, the bankers. Right. The Lord going to put them out. All right? Go ahead.
And the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him.
Right. Go ahead.
The steps of his strength shall be straight, and his own counsel shall cast him down.
Yeah, it should be straight. What straight means? Difficult. Level of difficulty. Just like we on the straight and narrow path. But these devils, their path is being straightened now. Because they used to be able to throw their sorcery out there, throw a law to it here. They might throw some crisis actors, throw a staged act, and they can get out of it. You know what I mean? But now the Lord is straightening that. Go ahead.
For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare.
Right, he walketh upon the snare. Go ahead.
The jinn shall take him by the heel,
Yeah, the jinn, Yahweh shot. Go ahead.
and the robber shall prevail against him.
Yep, go ahead.
The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way.
Right, and that's what Esau don't realize, man. Esau think they just gonna just accomplish that new world order, man. Like they gonna match the reset button and rule another 500 years. But the Lord got a trap and a gin laid for him.
Quick precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Proverbs 13 and 9. The light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out.
Yep, that's right. That's right, Doc. We know again who that lamp of that wicked is. All right, go ahead, Doc. Where you at?
Like Job 18:11. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet.
Yeah.
His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side.
Right. And see, this devil, they see the writing on the wall, but they pride. It's their pride that keeps them. They motivated by pride. They get up every morning. They try to put together. They cross their I's, dot their T's, so to speak. Dot their I's and cross their T's because of pride. They feel like they the smartest people on the planet. But Yahweh Shem Shai got snares waiting. Terror's on each side. All right? Go ahead up.
It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength.
Yeah. Go ahead.
His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle.
Right. And at some point this devil gonna be like, man, we lost, man. All right? We can't continue to fight. They gonna flee. And that's gonna actually happen when they be up in them bunkers, man. Cause that's like, oh, I retreat. You know, when you run in them bunkers, that means it's a wrap. Go ahead, Al.
And it shall bring him to the king of terrors.
Yeah. You know what that's. You know what that is.
Alashijah.
Yep.
He's terrible demon-like power.
Power, yeah. Go ahead.
It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off.
Right, meaning no, you can't come back off of that. I got a tree outside. I cut the roots, and the top is weathered away. There's a wrap. I can't do nothing else with that. Go ahead.
His remembrance shall perish from the earth,
Yeah.
and he shall have no name in the street.
Yeah, see that?
Bad
These
child.
double, yeah, that's bad. Yeah, the brother put that on the coming boy. He said that whole chapter bad. That's right. That chapter inspires you. Go ahead.
Quick precept. The book of Job, chapter 20. And I'm gonna start at verse 7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Yeah, and that's Esau, man. Esau, that's why when you read the Zandervan's Compact Dictionary, it tells you that Esau is found to be a prominent, when it comes to prophecy, of the one who finds no favor with the Most High, man. Out of all the nations, he the one that finds no favor. That's why these so-called white people don't try to run away from their identity, man. And you see the scriptures bagging it up. Where you so-called Christians at? You ain't never come across this? Go ahead,
There's Wisdom of Solomon 2:4. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud.
Yeah, that's another bad chapter. That's Esau reasoning with himself. When you read Wisdom of Solomon, 2nd chapter, they understand that we gonna be done. So that's why they're gonna go out tooth and nail, man. Go ahead.
And shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof.
See that?
Said For our time is very shadow that passeth away.
Right, the valley of the shadow of death, America, is a shadow. It just passes away.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
And after our end, there is no returning.
Yeah, meaning they not, see, because a lot of devils read that and say, see, ain't no reincarnation. That's talking about Esau understand that when they come out of power, they ain't coming back into power, man.
God.
Go ahead.
For it is fast sealed,
Yeah.
so that no man cometh again.
Yeah, ain't nobody else, ain't no other kingdom coming back. And why all this going to take place? Because of pride. Matter of fact, you still got more on that?
In this Job 18?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold it and get somebody get Psalm 75.
And when I get there, I got a quick precept.
Get that Psalm 75 and start at 1. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This Ezekiel 35 and verse 3. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord, power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, Yahushua, and make thee most desolate.
See that? So they are found as a prominent part of prophecy when concerning the hatred that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua have for a nation. It's all geared toward Esau, man. See? All right, now give me that Psalms 75. Yeah. Go ahead, you got it. Go ahead. 75, start at 1.
Okay.
Whoever got it, go ahead.
It's Psalm 75:1. Unto thee, O power, do we give thanks. Unto thee do we give thanks. For that thy name is near the wondrous works. Declare. Thy wondrous works declare. When I shall receive the congregation, I will judge uprightly. The earth and all the inhabitants thereof are dissolved. I bear up the pillars of it, Salah. I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up thy horn, lift up not the horn.
Right, that's the horn represents power, man. That's pride. Don't be prideful. Go ahead.
Lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. For the promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But the Most High is the judge. He pulleth down one and setteth up another.
See, so the Esau lift up their neck as if they somebody now, understanding that the promotion came from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
God.
He the one lift up one and set another one down. Go ahead, out.
Verse 8. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them.
Right, so Esau gonna drink that cup, man, that's prepared for them. And that cup is slavery, man. Go ahead.
But I will declare forever, I will sing praises to the Most High of Jacob, to the power of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horns of
And
the
what's
righteous.
the horns of the wicked? What's horns again? Power. The power of the wicked, the Lord said gonna cut it off. Go ahead.
But the horns of the righteous shall be exalted.
Yeah, see, we're gonna be lifted up, man. So this transfer of power that's gonna take place, man, is beautiful. Is the dynamic that's gonna play out. We, the poor, we gonna, matter of fact, somebody give me Sirach 11 and start at matter of fact, start at the top. The point around the fifth.
The Sirach 11 and 1. Wisdom lifted up the head of him that is low of low degree.
See, we are low degree, we humble, man. But wisdom lift up our head. That's why we read these scriptures and now we like, oh, we got hope. Go ahead.
And making him to sit among great men.
Yeah.
Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. The bee is
Somebody. Go ahead.
the bee is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things.
Right. See, a bee is, yeah, but a bee is little. When the Lord said amongst things that fly, he ain't talking about other insects. He's talking about eagles and shit. They fly, but a bee small, but what a bee do outweighs what all they do. With the work of a bee, make the smell that you smell and, go ahead, it all come from that little bit of work. Go ahead.
Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor, for the words of the Lord are wonderful, and his words among men are hidden.
Yeah, see that? Go ahead.
Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of have worn the crown.
All right, read it one more time.
It's like this. Sirach 11:5. Many kings have sat down upon the ground.
Right, and that's talking about Esau, man. They're gonna sit down in the dust. Go ahead.
It says and one that was never thought of have worn the crown.
And that's us, man. Ones who was never thought of gonna be the ones that wear the crown, man. Go ahead.
Many mighty men have been greatly disgraced.
See, and that's Esau. Many mighty man has been greatly disgraced because of what? Pride. Like we were saying, the guy that walk up at the graduation and do some crazy dance, you know what I mean? Only to flip off the stage, man. Go ahead.
And the honorable delivered in other men's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Blame not before thou hast examined the truth,
Yeah.
and understand first, and then rebuke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the scriptures say many kings have sat down on the ground, and one that has never, who wasn't thought of, has worn the crown, man. That ain't nothing more than trading places. The rich falling and the poor coming up, man. That's the beauty of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. That's why we take pride in being the poor, man. We take pride in being looked down upon, man.
That's right.
Because we know that we're going to be uplifted, man. Tells you that in 1 Peter 5 and 6. You got something?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's while you say that, this the book of Luke, St. Luke chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 50. And his mercy is upon them that fear him from generation to generation. All right. So the men who woke up with this oil, all right, we fear Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah back in the ancient time when Yahweh Shah walked the earth. All right, that's why the scripture said from generation to generation. I'm gonna read it again. St. Luke chapter 50 and verse St. Luke chapter 1 and verse 50. And his mercy is upon them that fear him from generation to generation. 51, he have showed strength with his arm. He have scattered the proud in the imagination of their hearts. Verse 52, and that's the point. He have put down.
That imagination of their heart is what? In this new world order.
Right.
That's right.
That's right.
They vain thoughts of ruling. The Lord scatter that shit, man.
That's right. Through his
like
arm.
somebody said, yeah, scattered. I got scattered brain right now. Yeah.
That's right.
Yep, go ahead.
That's the point. Verse 52. He have put down the mighty from their seats and exalted them of low degree.
See, and that's why we in this thing, man. If it went for Yahweh Shema, what hope would we have? That's why the scriptures say wisdom lifted up the heads of the poor, man. If we ain't know about this knowledge, we'll be finished, man. We wouldn't have nothing to put no stock into, man. We'll believe just like all the average niggas out there, man. Believe it going, damn, I missed this. I missed my opportunity to go get a GED, go get a skill. You know what I mean? And hopefully I can get a little crib, you know what I mean? Man, but no, our hope, man, you can't even tap into the hope we got, man. And only other brother in this circle know about the hope we got.
Right.
If we tell somebody what our hope is, they'll laugh us to scorn.
That's right.
We used to tell them like, yo, man, we waiting one day, so-called UFOs gonna come, the Lord gonna beam us up and give us crowns, right? And we gonna rule the planet next. Man, they gonna say, man, what the hell you talking about? See? This hope that we got, man. You got something?
No, I ain't got nothing.
Get 1 Peter 5 and 6 real quick. We can get ready to close in a minute too, man. If anybody ever got nothing.
It was 1 Peter 5.
But the point being made, man. The point has been made.
God.
Esau gonna fall. Pride goes before destruction. And the spirit had it well, not only did pride going for destruction, it's a flip side. The humble gonna be lifted up in their place. It ain't like the pride gonna just leave that throne open. Somebody gonna take that throne. Go ahead up.
It's 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6. Humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time.
That he might exalt you in due time. See? In due time. And what's that due time? Get the 4th chapter. You in the 10th verse?
This
Sirach 10 and 4.
10 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
This rock, 10 and 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord,
That means whoever rules is in the hand of the Lord, right?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
and in due time he
And
will
in
set.
due time, we just read, He's going to exalt us in due time. And in due time, what?
He will set over it one that is profitable.
And that's us, man. Starting with Yahweh Shai leading the charge, all right? So, yeah, that's it, man. Anybody got something else?
Nah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, man, shalom. Shalom to the Akim that tuned in. And to the next time, shalom. Oh, all praise and glory to Yahweh Shai. Of course, you know.
Right.
Double honor to the apostle, elders of Great Millstone. All right? Shalom.
Shalom.